Hello Tycoon-A-Nights, this is Tycoon-A-Tron and welcome to a very special episode. An episode where we're going to build Nemesis. Oh, this PC right here. I named it Nemesis. I asked one of my, someone that donated a while ago now, donated a rather large amount, which helped me buy this graphics card actually. Helped me a lot in buying that graphics card. Ended up, I asked him, I'm like, you donated so much, you can name my next PC. And he named it, he's like, you gotta name it Nemesis. And I'm like, okay, that fits in perfectly because I usually name all my PCs after Greek gods. My current PC that I currently have, not this one obviously, is actually called Artemis. But this is going to be Nemesis. And yeah, we're gonna be doing a build vlog. So this is kind of unusual. I don't usually do this type of stuff on my channel. Let me know if you guys want to see more. It's probably a little bit hard for me to do this kind of stuff, admittedly, because I don't have a lot of money to spend on these things. I bought all this stuff myself, as well as, so basically I've been saving up a little bit. I just recently got a bonus from my everyday, my usual day job at the games company. I got a bonus from that, and also a lot of the donations and Patreon money that you guys send me. So all the donations, the Patreon money, and some of the YouTube ad revenue, which is not all that much really. That all went into purchasing this, and hopefully after we construct this PC and get it all up and running and doing all that sort of stuff, then it's going to do much, much better. We're going to get, you know, reasonably higher frame rate. At least I'm hoping we're going to get higher frame rates from this as what we were getting from Nemesis. So hopefully, all in all, it's actually going to be much an improvement for the channel. But anyway, so what have we got here? We are going to be doing a Ryzen build. We've got the Ryzen 1800X, which is the top of the line Ryzen processor at the moment. I was contemplating waiting to get Threadripper, but I thought, you know what, Ryzen 7, R7, Ryzen, you know, the 1800X is probably fine for what we need to do. Maybe in the future, you know, a year or two down the road, we might look at upgrading to a Threadripper. We're using the Crosshair 6 Hero. I was about to say Corsair 60, but it's not. It's the Crosshair 60 motherboard. This is actually the one that's in Nemesis at the moment. The motherboard that we're currently using in Nemesis is the Crosshair 5. So we've upgraded one motherboard. It's been out for a little bit, but you know, we got the NZXT S340 Elite, which has got the big glass side panel on the side. We've got two lovely 480 gigabyte SSDs, one for games, one for recording, and then we've also got a Western Digital blue M.2 drive that we're going to chuck on. I'll probably install the operating system on that. It's a little bit quicker than these two, not much. It's still an SSD, it's not an NVMe drive. The NVMe drives were just that little bit too much. I mean, after talking to people at work, they're like, you should have forked out for the NVMe because it's like 5 times faster than an SSD. But that's what we have. Maybe later down the road we can upgrade. Also got an internal USB hub from NZXT as well. We've got the exact same graphics card that we currently have in Artemis is going into Nemesis, which is the R9 Fury from Asus. We've also got the Corsair, I was about to say Crosshair, the Corsair 850X, RM850X power supply, which is fully modular. I've never used a modular power supply ever before. We've also got 32 gigabytes of Trident Z RGB memory from, well, I suppose it's from G.Skill. Yeah, it's from G.Skill. Now, there is a bunch of features on the Crosshair V that actually allow us to attach RGB strips to the actual motherboard itself with the Aura feature of the Crosshair V. That'll also hook into, I've got some RGB strips that we'll be putting inside the case and going from there. So it's going to be a little bit of a, oh, also, yeah, cooling the whole thing. I forgot, cooling the whole thing. We've got the Kraken X62 all-in-one liquid water cooler. It's 280 millimeter liquid water cooler. It's got two 140 millimeter fans on it, so it's quite decent for an all-in-one. Much better than what you would get from an air cooler. We're actually running the Artemis. Artemis actually has, which is the current, like I said before, it's the current PC I'm using, actually has the X60 Yeah, the X61 water cooler. So this is the next iteration of the water cooler itself. And then finally up the top, I've recently got this the other day. This is actually something I kickstarted a while ago. It's the SwiftPoint Z, which is this, like, it's the, what does it say? It's simply the most advanced mouse ever made. Because it basically can, it's got force feedback, it's got pressure sensitive buttons, it's got completely programmable buttons, you can program anything, it's got a little OLED screen on the side of it. It knows when you tilt it, it knows when you swivel it, it knows when you move it in 3D space as well. So it's kind of a unique mouse. I'm having a lot of fun. I've just started using it. I've used it for probably about a week now, but it's a very, very unique. But anyway, we're gonna get straight into it and go for a time lapse of me building or constructing and opening and seeing all the parts that is the Nemesis PC. But anyway, time lapse, activate! Okay, so we've got it all up and running. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe how good this actually looks. It's better than what I thought it would be. I've done some quick tests. This is actually the next day because it took me a total of about 6 hours to build it and make it all pretty and get all the wires all going exactly where I wanted to. So it took me a little bit longer than I thought it would be. I've done some quick Cinebench scores to see how it does compared to Artemis. And Artemis got a quick, last time I checked, the Cinebench score of overclocked Artemis was sitting at 618, and this thing got a Cinebench score of 1,586. I will be overclocking this thing as well, so that's not overclocked. It's absolutely amazing. I can't believe it. It's come out so good. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like. If you're feeling more complicated than a thumbs up or a thumbs down, then please leave it in the comment section if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. And also, if you want to see some proper benchmarks of this, I will be doing some proper benchmarks in the future. You want to see some benchmarks of Nemesis, then let me know in the comment section. But this has been Tycoon-A-Tron, and have a good day! Now quick, I'm going to start playing Planet Coaster.